This is Randy Rosetta with HubCityPreps.com on a Wednesday morning Trinity Talk. I'm with two of the Lions football players, Blake Mandy and Anthony Klein. Two guys who actually didn't play last week in a 30-12 loss to Stratford, but had a unique perspective because they got to watch guys kind of gain experience, which is going to be helpful for you guys moving forward. Anthony, your defense still played well without two key guys against Stratford. Held up their end of the bargain pretty well, and this defense has been pretty good all season long. When you see other guys, younger guys, get in there and get their chance, and you see that there's some good fortification behind you guys, how encouraging is that?
Yeah, it's nice to know that if we do have an instance like this where either one of us gets injured, we still have a backup team that's still really good and really solid, and they know their assignment. So it's nice to be, especially as a senior, you want to know that when you leave the program, there's still people behind you to step up. So it's really reassuring.
Blake, what is clicking for this defense this year? Because especially this season, the defense has to be really good because your offense is kind of a work in progress right now.
You know, I think our pursuit to the ball is amazing. I think we have depth in every position, and I don't think it's going to be a big deal if one of us is out because our backups know their assignments. They're great. You know, honestly, our pursuit is our best part of our defense. I mean, we'll have 6 guys to the ball every play, almost 7 or 8. I mean, I just think even if we're not, the biggest, or we're going up bigger linemen or something, it doesn't matter. We have guys on the ball all the time. So I think our best part of the defense is our pursuit and our just engagement to the ball.
And pursuit is a physical thing, but it's also a mental, a want-to. Why is that such a contagious thing with you guys?
I think just if 2 people are at the ball and no one else is really going for it, I think if we all just have the mindset of we all have to get that tackle, then we're all going to pursue the ball and we're going to get the play done and we're going to execute.
Anthony, about every week when I talk to Coach, he mentions that the defensive line is kind of where the tone gets set on this defense. What about you guys up front has gelled so far this season?
Yeah, so it's nice because we switch out a lot of the time. So, I know I was injured this last week, but, Cam still has a lot of reps at defensive end. So
Cam Marshall.
Yeah. So it's nice to be able to have people that know what their assignment is. And just, I think our biggest thing on the defensive line is effort because, especially for me, because I'm like one of the smaller DNs, so it's really about how much I'm going to put, how much effort I put in is going to be shown, and like you said, it's contagious. So the more effort we put in on the defensive line, the more everybody behind us.
I'm going to guess Javon missed you being out there, but he had a monster game the other night from the stats. How good has he been this year?
It's nice because normally this is his first year playing offensive line and defensive end, so he gets tired sometimes, but he's also, his 100% is a lot better than people's.
I heard an NFL coach said that about one of their guys they said he was at 80%, and they said, well, that guy at 80% is better than most guys at 100, so.
It's nice, even to have those first few series normally when he does the best, because that's when he's only played really defense. But he's still got stamina in the tank for fourth quarter too, so it's nice to have him just kind of centered on that defensive line.
Blake, kind of big picture, you guys have gone back and forth. You've gone on the road, played a tough opponent, come back one, and then you got the 2 wins and then go on play another. How has this team grown? How does the schedule help you grow? And you go on the road again this weekend, you go to Merkel. How does just the different tests help you guys?
I don't think it really matters if we're going at home or going anywhere or not. I think we still are going to play 100% of every snap that we play. I think our pursuit is great. Our execution is great. Last week we even had our backups in and a quarterback who was 6'4", 230, yet we still had 5 or 6 guys on him at a time. I think just every play we're going to give 100%, and it doesn't matter if it's a tougher team or if it's a team where I haven't played yet. It doesn't matter. We're going to still give our 100%, and it's going to be 0-0 the whole game. And I think we're just going to pursue the best we can.
I'm glad you mentioned that because you guys' schedule's been different this year. You're playing a lot of folks you've not seen before, which I'm going to guess that Coach did that a little bit to get you ready for your district because you're going to find some teams there that you've not seen. One more game against Merkel, like I mentioned, Anthony. What do you guys as a team have to sharpen up and get better at this week?
I would say just like, again, effort. We need to make sure we're going 100% at all times, because I mean, we should beat this Merkel team, but nobody's ever just gonna lie down and take it. So making sure we're going 100%, getting all the problems we might have out before district, so that once we hit district, we'll be rolling.
Yeah, just to clarify, I said one more game before district.
Yes.
Anthony took care of me there. And you guys, I know you're kind of trained not to look too far ahead, but you guys, I'm sure, have been looking to see what your other
Yes.
district teams are doing, so you kind of know what you're getting ready to jump into. Blake, how do you balance not looking too far ahead, but also kind of start mentally getting ready for that 5-week part of your schedule?
I think a big problem a lot of people have is they'll look at the toughest team that they're going to play in the future. Us is probably going to be All Saints, but we don't look at the team that we're playing Friday night, and we'll maybe sit back now and then focus on them. But we have to focus now on the team we're playing. We just got to go week by week on who we're playing and not focus on the bigger opponents. You got to play every game 100% like you're playing your biggest opponent every game.
Now, we've talked a lot about defense, Anthony, but your offense has had some moments. They've had some setbacks at times. Where are they at? Where do you kind of feel like they are headed as things get into the meatier part of the schedule?
Yeah, so I think especially last week we kind of started clicking, I mean, still only 12 points, but I mean, I think we had 3 or 4 plays where we were just one block or one read away from scoring more. So just making sure that now we know our assignment, now that especially JJ being a new quarterback, now that he kind of knows what he's doing, he's fit into this offense, we'll start clicking for district. So.